Welcome back, guys, to another Client Backends training video. On this episode, we're going to cover dependencies. What are dependencies? Maybe some of you don't know, but a dependency is an external resource that a program might need to work. In this case, by dependencies, we're referring to external libraries that the code depends on. Okay? For version 1, which we're seeing in here, we only allow a limited number of dependencies to be used. That's for security reasons. The list can be found in here, right? For every script, you need to add the dependencies that you are going to use for that specific script, okay? So the dependencies are the following: parse HTML, parse XML, Luxon, parse basic, auth, crypto, and GPT tokens, okay? So in this example that I have here, we have only enabled Luxon. Now, in this case, Luxon, we have autocomplete working right for the Luxon dependency. So you can see in here what do we have right, but it's not that complete. So I recommend you looking at the documentation. The documentation can be found in npm javascript, and you search for the right package. In this case, it's Luxon. Okay, so in this basic example, what we're doing is just showing what time is in New York and what time is in London, right? Using this specific dependency. It is 17:51 on London, but it is 12:51 on New York. Okay, so that's a very basic example of using dependencies. Again, we have this list below, and the reason why do we have parse HTML and parse XML is because we want to sometimes to parse strings and convert it into DOM objects so that we can navigate and get data, right? Luxon is used to handling datetimes. Parse basic auth is used to decrypt and encrypt basic authentication when needed, right? Crypto is all about encoding and decoding cryptographic algorithms, and GPT tokens is actually to be able to create tokens that are going to be used with the ChatGPT. Okay, so at the moment of the recording of this video, parse HTML and parse XML are actually based on a library called Linkedom. I think that we can find it in here. Okay, and the version that we're currently using is 0.1421. We're not using the latest one. Okay. For crypto, we are using crypto.js, and we're using the version 4.11. So you can find all the documentation in here, right, on how to use it. For GPT tokens, we're using GPT tokenizer for version 103 in our case. And for Luxon, we're using version 3.321. Okay, you already saw that one. And for parse basic auth, we're using basically a basic auth library. Okay, version 201. This seems to be the only one that didn't change. So those are the five dependencies, but in this case, you know, these two are one, but they do different things. And you can find documentation within the npmjs.com. Okay. Now for version 2, let's go to our example. In version 1, okay, it had built-in, version 1 was built in with specific dependencies, okay, that would be available for you to use. In version 2, security is enhanced. So we've removed the restriction of limiting a specific number of dependencies. That means that you have more, you can use more packages, or more packages are available to you basically, but you will have to import them manually. For instance, in this case, in this Deno.land example, we're importing data from a package called Pitera, okay, within Deno.land. Now, what is this module? So if I go to Deno.land, well, it takes me to .com runtime, and I go to third-party modules, there I see the list of Deno third-party models that I can use within my script. So in this case, we were looking for Pitera, right? And here we have Pitera is datetime library for Deno. You click and you will see how to import it, how to use it, and even more documentation below. In our case, we're using datetime, okay, to achieve the same result that we had in our previous version 1 example. Of course, we have to adapt our code to this model because the name of the methods are not the same. We have to change to to zone time instead of set zone, and format instead of to format. Okay, so if I check this one, I have the same result. So again, you can just get all the packages within Deno.land and then go to third-party modules, and you can explore which ones are available. Okay. Now be mindful that despite all of them appearing in here, all the ones listed in there, even though they are supported by the Deno.land, they are actually not supported, or they would be like out of scope, to say it in a way. Okay, for instance, we have question in here. That is a module to make interactive prompts in the terminal. So we get the example, right, and we try it. We use it, and when we try to use it, we get an error because the reader resource is not a TTY, a terminal basically, right? And this is actually for CLI to be used within a prompt, a console. So be mindful that not all the packages that are in here you will be able to use, of course. Setting that aside, there's another way to use packages within version 2. Client Backends version 2 allows you to use npm packages. So in this case, we're using the Loxon module from npm, okay? And we're using the version 3.3.0. So same, we're importing datetime, and of course the code is exactly the same as the one that we used in version 1, because again, it's the same library. So we test it, and we see that the result is the same. And again, you can use any npm packages that are compatible with this client backend endpoint. And with the nature of the work that we're doing here, right? For instance, it would not allow you to read path to the file system, etc., etc. So you need to be mindful and use your criteria when selecting specific modules. Okay. The only thing that you need to do is use the npm prefix. No need to add anything on allowed domains for this. It will work out of the box as we're seeing in here. Okay. That's it. All about dependencies. Hope to see you on the next video.